Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Halcyon 6! Everyone, I've been fighting with the volume on this game again. I'm going to re-record part 3. I just uploaded it to YouTube, watched it, not happy with it. It's acceptable, you can hear what I'm saying, but I'd like to do it again and fix the volume. I've greatly lowered the master volume in the game now. It's almost practically gone. It's almost on a no volume whatsoever. And you see me just lower the sound effects and buttons again. Hopefully this is acceptable, because to me, I can barely hear the music, but in the completed video, it's still been a little too loud. So I'm going to pick up at the end of part 2, and we're going to redo part 3. As you can see, I've done up to part 4, so, but we're gonna redo this. So I think at the end of this video, we had just ran around and collected some of the resources here, and I'm back at Halcyon 6 in order to gain another officer. We desperately need a 4th, and preferably even a 5th, to assist us with just tasks around in the base and having other officers ready to be utilized in the future. We also, I'm hoping we can save enough resources that we can build a drone manufacturing plant and then get to work on the tier 2 Starbase hangar. I also would like to build the precursor starship if we can get all of this done. So, and of course, finally, we have these to worry about. The pirates are still active and out here, and I didn't do anything to them. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll have one of our officers research another officer, while we send the other 2 out here to wipe out these pirates while we're waiting. So let's go ahead and... as I look over here and see all the crew and what have you waiting around. But I do want to take out the pirates. So let's start with that. So let's go into our Halcyon 6. And to gain other officers, or at least most of the other officers we're going to gain, it'll work similarly to how we gained a Dorkable. We're going to add an officer here. And let's add Milner, because I think he does it the fastest. Is that correct? Let's check again. Oh, Dorkable also has a good chance of getting it done in 3 days, but we'll put Milner to the task. There you go, sir. So while you're going and getting us another officer, we'll send these 2 out to battle against these small pirate fleets. And we'll send the shield out, so that will be you, Swarm Queen, and we'll add the Disciple. And out you guys go. I think we'll be okay. Space Pirates. Independent bands of space pirates hold little to no sway in Federation space, but Halcyon sector is teeming with them. Time to end that. So this location, all ships have 100% resistance to hull breach, so we do not want to have any hull breach here. Let's begin setting up some other configurations. So let's do something to fight the pirates with. So normally, I would want to exploit engines down, I think crew panic, and put vulnerable on them. Are they... oh, they are very resistant to vulnerable, so no, that's not going to work. So then, let's do... I don't want to take too much healing. Normally they would be vulnerable to hull breach. This is not this fight. Let's, I guess Shock Mine would help. Of course, they're very resistant to crew panic as well. And we don't have a ship able to put engines down on them. We'll go with this. And as for you, Supernova, let's give you Upload Virus. You have 2 abilities that already put crew panic on an enemy. So I think we'll just grab Adaptive Armor and Corduroy's Hull for this. Which I guess we don't really need Adaptive Armor. Well, let's take it anyway. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first we will siphon dark matter on him. That will put crew panic on him. Nice, good dodge up there, Dorkable. Good dodge. It's 39 damage, and every time it does damage, it will heal the disciple. I guess we'll exploit the crew panic and use a shock mine on him to stun him. Let's re-put the crew panic back on him again with warp atomic structure. The only other damaging ability I have ready to go would be upload virus. So let's do that to put the sensors offline onto this ship. We could disintegrate the hull. It will probably kill him. Let's do it. This way we don't take any more damage. Ooh, didn't quite kill him. But he died anyway to the siphoned dark matter. Nice. End up with no damage. 33 materials and 57 dark matter. Commander, our fleet managed to secure something from the pirate wreckage. It seems to be some kind of map. Bring your fleet back to the Starbase, and we can decode it. Well, we're out here already, so we should continue to deal with the pirates. So let's go here next and deal with another one of these vessels that they own. What type of vessel is this, by the way? Corsair. The Corsair-class ships are stolen Federation attack vessels that have been heavily modified by the pirates. So this is their tactical ship. Commander, I'm sorry to bother you, but we found something strange in the fuel refinery plant. We don't really know what it is, but it seems to be some kind of excrement. In other words, poop. We have no idea where it came from unless one of our engineers really had to go to the washroom, but it doesn't seem to be human. Order a full investigation. Right away, Commander. We will send some of the stool samples to the lab. We'll let you know what we find. Acknowledged. Space pirates! Independent bands of space pirates hold little to no sway in Federation space, but Halcyon's sector is teeming with them. Time to end that. So this time, this guy's resistant heavily to crew panic. So, I think we'll drop the adaptive armor this time. It doesn't matter what I take. He's gonna be... I don't really want to exploit the hull breach. We'll just grab... I guess we'll just grab Disruptor Beam. We're not going to be able to put Crew Panic on him because of all of his resistances. Or at least the chance will be significantly low. But we'll still give it a try. You know what, Tim? You should just prepare for pirates with this. No. Well... sure. We'll just do that. And over here... So we're not going to be able to exploit Crew Panic this time around. So let's take off Disintegrate Hull. And we'll put back on Deconstruct. And if we do manage with a crew panic, we can use Shock Mine to help us then just stun them. And after this video, I'm going to check... After this fight, everyone, I'm going to check the recording just to make sure the sound is coming out indeed to my liking. Right, again, second Dark Matter. Nice, good dodge. So we might as well deconstruct. He'll be vulnerable to this now. With the space bees. Well, if that hasn't ticked at all, let's use adaptive armor. Now, I'd like that to do a little bit of damage before I exploit it. Still looks like it hasn't done anything. I see 0 over 152, but I saw it takes some damage. Maybe that was, that was from the dark matter extraction. Let's upload the virus to afflict him with the sensors offline. There we go. There's some damage over time. I guess we could just stun him. Let's Shock Mine. We're not taking any damage yet. Let's Warp Atomic... We haven't taken any damage yet. We might as well do some of this damage. We'll exploit this for even more. And I think a Dorkable can kill it when he goes. So we would want to use ramming speed. Nice, very nice. 42 materials, 58 dark matter. Wait! Noble Federation opponent! You have proved your worth as a noble and brave combatant. And I, Lot of the Zlar Yanthu, once served 4 years in a state facility for aggravated bravery. In fact, you are so worthy that I, Lot, he who jump kicks sharks, bestow upon you my greatest secret, the location of my materials hoard. You'll want to follow those coordinates right away, I'm sure. So, just ignore my escape shuttle. Nothing to see here. Move along. So we have a quest to come down here and investigate that materials hoard. I think it's guarded by a Chrull fleet. Sorry, a Chrull fleet. We have to send a away team, and there's many Chrull down there. Many Chrull. 3. And I said I go check on the recording, so I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, that is a lot better. I'm much happier with this. I can barely hear the music in the background. The sound effects are also they're on the quiet side for me, but on the completed video, I think everything's going to come out okay. All right, let's come over here and defeat this final Shiv. Independent bands of space pirates, blah, 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 blah. Let's kill it. This time they can't be affected by weapons disruption, but that doesn't bother me, because we don't really have weapons disruption. Alright, everything's good. Let's just fight him. It's just a Shiv, so I don't have to worry too much about this guy. So, let's do the standard stuff with Siphon Dark Matter to start. Ooh, that was a decent amount of damage. 71 from the Shiv? We're going back home after this, so we can go ahead and just adapt of armor, which should heal us a bit. Let's upload that virus. And now, oh, I can't exploit the crew panic, but we're not going to get that overkill. I'd have to get a crit on this to get it. Let's try anyway. Battle 1. Gained Fast and Furious. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Ship combat speed, +3. Good job, Adorkable. So, as your characters level up, you gain perks. I think this is really helpful for Adorkable because as an engineer, his ships have the least amount of speed. So anything he can gain to help that would be very beneficial. Hey, and Supernova gained Ace Pilot. Nothing but the rain. Space Comet Invasion +2. This is very nice because they did gain these 2 perks, and I was very happy with this in the previous version of Episode 3. What the heck am I saying? Okay, we're also about to get a person unlocked, if I recall correctly, so I'm going to quickly save here. Oh, if you guys were curious, these are going really well for me. It's a shame I have to re-record these two episodes, but I think I really need to do it. Okay, let's go back home. Commander, we have a situation at the Officer Academy. Uh-oh. The students at the Academy managed to get their hands on one of the top-secret Federation Officer Teachers Manuals, and are horrified at the actual survival statistics of the most first-year officers. It's led to a crisis in morale. Oh, this is interesting. So I got a different event here with the original Episode 3, but Milner had a quirk in order to handle this rather well, and he has a quirk here also. So, normally, we only have these 2 options, Fund an Immediate Rewrite or Coal the Whiners. Milner, though, has Optimist. So, let's select this. Raises their expectations. With their impossibly sunny disposition, Milner is able to resolve the situation by spinning all negatives, including some particularly gruesome ones, into positives. +10 experience. Nice! The other one was something about Milner discovers his ancestor, or one of his ancestors, or one of his parents, or something of the sort. They were involved in some pretty hideous experiments on people. But he also had Obsessive, which grants this same bonus, basically, 9 or 10 experience points as a perk. Okay, that's fantastic. Commander, the diatherm reactor is now online. Show me the location. We've picked up quite a few more materials. It probably helped that we had those drones coming in. So I think we have enough now that we can construct the starship hangar for the precursor starship. Let's go ahead and do so. Grants capability to research how to build and upgrade a precursor ship. Once we get back here, we will probably send this fleet out in order to begin gathering the resources which are beginning to accumulate, and we'll probably shut this portal down as well. Commander, the Officer Academy has completed its task. Acknowledged. Commander, new candidates are ready to be selected for promotion to officer. Let's see them. Okay, so I would like an engineer next. We have and let's talk about why. We have a materials replicator here as a additional facility, and an engineer can perform tasks there to replicate materials. In other words, they can just give us 30 materials every 3 days. And as our engineer levels up, this becomes faster and faster to do. And at level 4, they can produce 60 materials. At level 7, they can produce 90, and so on. It goes up. And so this is a useful thing for us to do if we have an engineer just lying around and we know we need the materials, so we can go ahead and utilize that to our advantage. An engineer will also be useful because I intend to build a drone factory, and to build drones, an engineer is I think the best or only class that can do that. And so an engineer will serve both of those purposes. Now, a heads up that I farmed for a particular type of engineer. I wanted a inventor who also was a commando, and it's not gonna happen. 20 reloads later, never ever happened. And so I do see that we have an inventor here, and so I think we're gonna pick this type of engineer this time. I don't remember what Echo Durante's stats are, history is, so let's go ahead and read that really quick. As a teen, Echo Durante attempted to skirt the ban on creating self-aware AI by designing and crafting a series of canine dog droids using the consciousness of newborn puppies. While assuming that the famous AI laws of eventually AIs always turn on their maker species in every case, no exceptions would apply to puppy consciousnesses, that assumption soon turned perilously wrong. Still, the Engineer Corps recognized the quality of her work and recruited her soon after. Alright, well, welcome aboard, Echo. I will rename you. Actually, I kind of like that name. I might not rename you. Let's select you. Commander, thank you for this opportunity. You won't be disappointed, sir. Okay, and guess what, Echo? We immediately throw you into the materials multiplier. I call it replicator. Replicates existing materials into new materials. A task for only the best engineering officers. Auto repeats. We'll go ahead and so Milner can do it, but because he only has 26 engineering, it takes him 4 days. But I'd rather have Echo do it. It takes her 3 days. Oh, she has slightly more points. Now, every time she completes this, it'll give her some experience points as well. So thankfully, we don't need her out and about and doing missions with ships. She can just stay here. We can also use her to research upgrades for our ships. She can even go into the officers' quarters to research to give us another officer. Once she hits level 4 is the next time we can utilize that. Let's take a quick peek. Yep, level 4 and 75 crew. I could start that right now with Milner, but I would like my entire fleet out and about very soon. Nice. Admiral Zeb has pirate raiders all over the area. If we hunt some down, we may find a clue to his location. We gain 150 materials and 150 dark matter, and for some reason, our materials replicator will no longer give us extra materials. I don't know why. This is a mission. I think this is called a mission, but we didn't get anything. That kind of sucks. We're able to decode the pirate map, which gave us the positions of the different pirate clans. It would be better to deal with them individually rather than having to handle them all at once. So we have now found the location of 3 different pirate groups. The Shriekers, the Corpsers, and the Wraithers. I'm probably not going to tackle them in this episode. If I recall correctly, I didn't even tackle them in episode 4 either. I was busy being distracted by everything out here. And speaking of being distracted by everything out here, we're going to go out here and begin gathering these resources. So let's go ahead and get going. So first, we head out here to Ghost Head to grab the fuel. Max defense, out you go. Oh, do I have any items, by the way, before I do this? We do. We have smoke expellers. There's no reason why we can't put these onto our vessels. Okay, and now let's do this. Fox defense, out you go. I'll go ahead and repair. 75 fuel? 25 fuel. Transfer it to the fleet. Leave the system. Okay, next. We might as well stop up here. The dark matter is almost fully accumulated at this pulsar. Commander, the lab results on the feces found in the fuel refinery plant are back. We were able to determine that the feces comes from some sort of rodent, perhaps native to Halcyon 6. Apparently, and although we haven't seen them yet, we don't believe them to be particularly harmful. What should we do about it? Order them killed. 25 materials. Okay, will do, but we'll have to shut down the fuel refinery plant for several days while it's being fumigated. We'll let you know when it's completed. Acknowledged. I'm not going to take any risks. We can't afford it. Transfer all that delicious dark matter. Head over here for these materials. Let's transfer all 223 and leave. And Echo Durante, she managed to finish her materials replication, and she leveled up because of it. Let's go ahead and take a point into magnetomic emitters, because I really, really, really like the salvage harpoon ship combat power. This combat power, it doesn't do too much damage, 80% normally, but then it does a little bit of damage over 3 rounds with hull breach, and it applies vulnerable to the target. And I see that we have the collective coming down to visit. 3 Trojans, MK1s. They look like the knights from the chess game. Okay, well, let's continue. So let's send you... I guess we should go here just to see if there's even more fuel. Commander, we've arrived at the site of a Terran fuel refinery, but it seems to have been invaded by aliens. There's no distress signal being broadcast. It's safe to assume that the workers inside are already dead. Since the Chrull are organic, they likely have little use for fuel. If we send an away team to the refinery, we might be able to get some of the fuel back to Halcyon 6. Should we send a team looking for fuel? Absolutely. Ooh, that's a lot of damage over there. Alright, let's deploy our officers. The good news is they have a leatherback here. If the leatherback decides to turtle, especially early on, it means we only have these 2 to worry about. Let's get started. So, let's begin by... So I'm actually going to afflict the leatherback. Mostly because it's super vulnerable to this, so we'll do extra damage to it. It might also prompt it to go into turtle mode. Next, let's use... I'll use targeting assistance, because that will help all of us with damage and accuracy. Good job, Milner. Okay, that one is very dangerous because it has Rabid on it. Let's try slowing it. Wow. Oh, he didn't bother to turtle. He attacked, but nice, good job dodging that, Milner. I think that one might be... No, this one's going next. Can I kill this one? We can. Let's just kill it. It has rabbit on it, so I don't really want to worry about that. Okay, let's use an arc laser to blind both of these guys, or at least have the attempt to blind both of them. Didn't blind either of them. Let's slow this one down. Wow, you're not turtling at all. Alright, let's use delayed recovery here. This will also purge the damage over time he's taking, and I think the vulnerable as well. And then we're going to finish off this guy, assuming you hit. Now we'll slow the lever back. And let's use an emergency meds to do a big heal here. I guess we can bleed this guy. Oh, actually, we might not be able to bleed him. Oh, I forgot that's another AoE we have. Alright, well done, guys. 36 materials, 22 dark matter, and... we managed to retrieve 77 units of fuel safely, Commander. We should return to the Starbase now. Well, let's continue to pick up more fuel while we're out here. Transfer 23 more fuel to the fleet. That 77 fuel, by the way, wasn't added to our total. That's sitting in our ships. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and grab both of these. Then come here to kill off the Chrull. And then gather resources again before we head back to Halcyon 6. So let's drop down here. To grab the crew. And then here to grab this crew. Sorry about how loud the air conditioner is, everyone. It's so hot outside. I went out hiking today, and I got 4 freaking tick bites. That sucks. Now I gotta see a doctor to get some antibiotics for Lyme's disease. Here in New Jersey, it's, oh, ticks are freaking everywhere. I haven't been actually bitten by them in so long, though. I think it's been at least 20 years since I last got bit. Oh, Commander, another crap, I didn't read the first part. We just finished a precursor starbase, the precursor hangar, and it came online. And Commander, another fascinating development has taken place. Excellent. Upon activating the newly built precursor ship room, its main console leapt into action, displaying a puzzling set of moving images. Those crew members who were in the room all described roughly the same thing. The room suddenly became full of images of what the space zoologist community calls stellar behemoths, colloquially known as space whales, in combat with our fleet. We don't know why the station wants us to hunt down these admittedly terrifying creatures, but it's clear from the images that this is what we must do to unlock the power of the new room. And suspiciously, one of these behemoths has just arrived near the station. Perhaps we should investigate. Transfer the crew to the fleet, leave the system. There she blows. So, we have a space whale sitting out here, staring at Halcyon 6. We will deal with it soon enough. First, let's come down here and shut the Chrull portal. Sir, a collective fleet has arrived in our vicinity. It's hailing us. Warning. The collective consciousness is an extremely volatile AI, with a history of violence against humankind stemming from before the Federation's founding. Normally, only highly trained Federation diplomats ever communicate with it, but considering the current reality, this task will fall to you. Proceed with caution. Don't worry, the behemoth is not part of the group that's assaulting Halcyon 6. Hi guys! Nice to see some of you are still alive, what with that alien invasion you're experiencing. This is the Terran Starbase, Halcyon 6. State your purpose here. I'm just checking in, really. I've been picking up some of your distress signals. Disturbing stuff. Sorry. The way you're talking. It's a new demeanor I'm trying out. Do you like it? I suppose? I'm pretty sure you'll grow to enjoy this affectation over time. The testing has been off the charts. Well, that's good. She sounds friendly. That's promising. I was just swinging by to see how you were doing. Swing by Transitus sometime. Alright, and they're leaving. That's good. Prepare for battle. Okay, so these are Chrull. So we should probably design a Chrull combat techniques. So we'll grab crippling shot. Crippling shot, triple shot. I'm probably gonna do sensors offline. I don't really like using sabotage against the Chrull, because it doesn't do that much damage, and I really need a lot of damage against the Chrull. I could take bullseye. Okay, we'll do this. So triple shot into the fray, crippling shot and bullseye, and for you, Supernova, since I've done upping the Ictus, I'll grab both heals, and we'll take Disruptor Beam. Right, they can be afflicted by Crew Panic. Yes, they can. No bonus resistances. And down here with the Swarm Queen, they're vulnerable, I think, to deconstruct, so we'll definitely take that. We'll take the stun. And disable countermeasures. Actually, we won't take the stun. Disintegrate hull. Okay, let's do it. Now this shouldn't be too difficult because we have 2 tier 0 ships here. This is the equivalent of the pirates' shivs, these guys. So fast and decent damage on them. Let's start with a siphon dark matter on the... I guess we'll put it on the science vessel, if only because it has more hit points, so we're likely to benefit from the life siphon a little longer. Next, we'll put a crippling shot onto this guy as well to slow him down. Then we're actually going to start working on the ones I care about. Let's put a deconstruct here. By care about, I mean I actually would like to kill these tier 0s first. Let's inflict some crew panic as well. Wow, they really do not like your vessel, Supernova, whatsoever. Let's use Into the Fray to gain a damage boost. You're gonna go after the Swarm Queen, Supernova, so I'm gonna let you heal yourself. And instead, we're going to kill one of these guys. Let's use Disintegrate... Yeah, Disintegrate Hull here. We might get an overkill on this. We did not. Alright, let's... I'm going to Adaptive Armor rather than use a Corduroy's Hull. Wow. They absolutely hate you. Alright, let's now Corduroy's Hull. We will keep this guy slowed. While we work on the next Spiker. So I can't do anything about this. The Swarm Queen should be generating more threat, but it just doesn't matter. They really hate the Disciple. I guess we can damage both of them. let's use a repair drone overdrive here to get more healing on you, Supernova. And now we only have their science vessel left. I did much better in this battle than the original version. Why do I keep saying version? In the original episode 3. I got overkills on both of those spikers if I recall correctly. Okay, I don't want to do that yet. Let's put a vulnerable on him. Now he's probably going to brood pods on his turn to purge all these status effects. He's totally going to do that. Let's adaptive armor. Oh, no, he's going to damage all of us instead. And we have weapons disruption on us. That's a shame. I can't use ramming speed now for some reason. So, we can still exploit that crew panic and finish him. Let's do that. Okay, not bad. 85 materials, 132 dark matter. Commander, it seems that the portal at our fleet's location dissipated as soon as we destroyed the Chrull contingent guarding it. There won't be any more Chrull coming from this sector. +2 morale. We're not going to go home yet, though. I'm going to redirect the fleet up here. Commander, the asteroid mine in this sector has been destroyed. There may be some materials still aboard. Beam to the mine. Hey, just 2 of them. We'll heal. Sure, why not? We have dark matter. So, let's start with a Irradiate. Nice. They takes more damage. Let's use targeting assistance as well. Increase all damage that we do. Oof. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Let's slow him. Oh, let's kill him. That works even better. Delayed healing. Yep, to get rid of the dot effect. Blind the little guy. Didn't matter. Still got hit. I don't think you get an overkill on a ground combat, but let's try. No way. Like we would have gotten it right there. If there was such a thing. We managed to retrieve a full shipment of 74 materials, Commander. We should return to the Starbase now. Speaking of the Starbase, let's go back there. So, we have 365 materials. Let's begin researching the satellite drone control. Unlocks the ability to build the satellite drone control room, which enables Halcyon 6 to materialize satellite drones to be deployed at Federation colony facilities to automate resource delivery. I don't think we have what it takes to actually construct this building yet. We need 9 energy and 250 materials. We don't have those materials. We will have those materials when we get back home, but just not right at this moment. We are still busy working on the dark matter replicator. By the way, let's take a look at this really quick. Continuing to replicate. New mission. Continuing to replicate. Officer promoted. So let's keep hunting for another asteroid belt that's operating. There should be at least 3. That would be this location. Probably is fine. First, we'll stop by here. Excellent. The Federation scientists in charge of extracting dark matter from this pulsar heroically offered to remain at work and store dark matter for your use. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring their crew back to the station. Nope, we'll just transfer the dark matter to the fleet, leave the system, and then we'll send you over here. Commander, the fuel refinery plant fumigation is complete, and it should be coming back online any time now. We won't be having any more space rats. Acknowledged. Commander, Miller's fleet made contact with the materials mine at... How do you say this? Stratanonica Kia. The Federation mining facility overseer is willing to remain at this mine and continue extracting resources for your cause. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring their crew back to the station. 184 materials. We'll transfer that and leave. So let's... I guess we should go back home. These crew are going to be filled up again very soon. Let's actually head here first. Commander, a raider fleet is bombing the station, destroying any incoming drones. We should resend the fleet to defeat them as soon as possible. We will continue to lose crew and morale. Show location. Crap, the pirates have shown up. Okay, let's get this crew. And then we will immediately return back home to deal with those pirates. Commander, our fleet in Federation space has encountered a collective distress signal. A collective sub-function fleet is being torn apart by Chrull attackers. While your fleet could easily assist them, it bears keeping in mind that the collective were likely raiding Terran colonies, hoping you wouldn't notice under cover of the Chrull invasion. It doesn't matter. I want to have good relations with at least one of the other factions in the game. So, and the collective, they seemed friendly enough when they showed up. I really like that new affectation. Let's go ahead and help them. Attack the Chrull and save the collective. The barrage from your fleet, in addition to the collective force, easily handles the small Chrull fleet. In thanks, the collective sub-functionary grants you some valuable materials for warping off towards Transinus. +1 morale, +5 collective diplomacy, and +150 materials. We also have another promotion for our inventor. So let's grab Inventor Training 2 to upgrade all her initial ground combat powers to tier 2s, gaining more engineering, science, and tactical. And then we'll grab Unstable Combustibles, I think. Unlocks the Ghost Pepper Bomb ground combat power and improves ship speed by 10%. Nice. 271 dark matter, 481 materials, 77 crew, 77 fuel, 78 crew. Let's immediately come here with the same fleet. Prepare everybody. And start the combat. So this is the pirates. So I think that was this group. Oh, I'll want harass against the pirates. Maybe that was this one. So let's take crippling shot. Harass. And can we hit them with weapons disruption? They're a little resistant to it, but I think we still can get them. We'll try that. And then over here, I think we'll take Corduroy's Hole. Oops! I'm in the wrong spot. This was the pirates. Or was this the pirates? What was the pirates for you, Ictus? 2. 2 was pirates, okay. So 2 be pirates. So upload virus. We'll drop the adaptive armor. We'll grab Incisor Beam. And for you, Swarm Queen. Flak Barrage. I think I'd rather have Disintegrate Hull. Can they be vulnerable? No, they can't. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Well, they can, but they have an increased resistance to it. Let's do this. Okay, it's standard stuff. So we will start with the Siphon Dark Matter ability to start on their tank. They're all going to focus on you again, aren't they? Let's slow down that tank of theirs. And we'll... Oh, the crew panic didn't stick on him. Let's begin working on a Shiv. Oh, the Warden tried to put something on their Disciple, but missed. Let's use Warp Atomic Structure here to get some... Oh, we'll inflict a huge amount of damage to him. One hit point left, that's perfect. That is a guaranteed overkill. With our, whatchamacallit, guy there. Let's use Into the Fray. With Supernova. I'm sorry, with Swarm Queen. I don't want to upload the virus because I don't want to accidentally kill that guy. We will just Incisor Beam. And this is what I wanted, a disintegrate hole here. Now we can upload that virus to get some sensors offline. We'll go ahead and use a disabling strike to get some weapons disruption going on their tank. Good dodge up there, Ictus. We'll use you to do a little bit of healing. That will also heal over time. We'll try a warp atomic structure. Get another crew panic on this little shiv. Ooh, stunned. That's a bit awkward. Let's slow you down. And such, this won't kill him, which is perfect. Because then I can actually use the Ictus to kill it with a harass. Getting another overkill. Down over here, let's use... I don't think it's going to be possible for me to get an overkill here, so let's just go for the normal kill. Actually, I'll do a quick tune-up. Because I plan to go back to Halcyon 6, and I think we might be able to get the kill I want with an Incisor Beam. Just barely could not. Nice, but the Ictus dodged whatever it was he tried to do. So let's... I could... Okay, let's evasive maneuvers. Same thing here. And then we will ramming speed. I don't think we'll get the overkill, but maybe we get lucky with the crit. 57 materials, 124 dark matter, a smoke expeller, another one, and an Omega drone. This is a heal that we can use. Red alert! Shields up! All hands at battle stations! Acknowledged. Hello, Space Whale. Okay, so Space Whales. They do decent damage, actually, for being whales, and they're very vulnerable to weapons disruption. Not so much to crew panic or the like, though. So I currently have a Chrull and a pirate. Let's, I guess, make something that deals with whales. So we definitely want disabling strike for this. Can they be? They're very resistant to vulnerable. So we're not going to be able to take advantage. We're not going to be able to. None of these are really good. I guess we'll just stick with target explosives. Okay, and for you, Supernova, that's not going to be very useful. Let's drop the adaptive armor. We'll take the upload virus. No, we'll take the Incisor Beam. Can they be crew panicked? A little resistant to it. Actually, I already have enough crew panic abilities on you. Let's do this. Okay, I did it the right configuration over here. This configuration, so they can't really be vulnerable, at least not very easily. They can be stunned. I want that hull breach. You don't really need all these heals. Take Flat Barrage. Actually, no, we have ramming speed if I actually want to take advantage of whatchamacallit. A Vengeance down. Okay, so I think we do what I always do. Let's start with the Siphon Dark Matter. Yeah, they do decent damage. Let's slow them. And deconstruct them. Go, Space Bees. next? Let's use the adaptive armor to get some armor and heal us a little bit. Wow, that really hurt. Weapons disruption. Let's make it so that he can't actually do that very often any longer. And he's about to die. He'll die probably automatically. Let's corduroys the hole. And let's ramming speed to finish him off. Overkill! Yeah, still got an overkill there. Very nice. 1 artifact. Commander, we're able to secure what seems to be a precursor artifact from the gut of the behemoth. The precursor ship chamber on the station should have a use for it. Acknowledged. Oh, so crap. I completely didn't read the first one of those. It seems they were en route to the pulsar. There are records of some kind of treasure hoard of stolen dark matter. It's likely guarded, but we could investigate and try to retrieve the dark matter for ourselves. We get 1 artifact from the space whale. I didn't even realize there was another quest there. That's at this location. Okay, so... now what do I do? I would like to go here and get those. Because those, I think, are on a timer. So this one is on a timer. A surviving pirate has given us a location of a large materials hoard. Land on Aquilia and retrieve the materials, but we have only 46 days left for that. How are we looking on resources out and about over here? Some of the places I don't really care about are filling up. It's the crew colonies over here. I really need to build drone systems for them. I think what we do is we'll go out here and collect more resources, and then we'll head back to base with them. Then we'll come out here and get these treasure hoards and maybe deal with a single pirate group. So, but before we do that... okay, actually no, let's go ahead and start that. I think I'll use Echo Durante here in the Precursor Starship area to begin, to place that whatchamacallit here. The Precursor Artifact. Also, I have 920 materials, so let's go ahead and build that satellite drone control. We can also now go to our research, and we can research the Starship Hangar Tier 2, I think. Oh my god, can we? Maybe we shouldn't. No, I think it's safe. Let me save the game. That's... all of our dark matter's gone. Once I do that, let's save the game. We do want it. I wouldn't mind having the repair bay and the trilithium reactor could also be really freaking useful to be able to build better power generators very early. But I have the resources for this right now. It's all my resources. We go down to 70 materials and 22 dark matter for that. I think we need this. Let's take this. So we'll research the Starship Hangar Terran Tier 2. There goes all of our resources. Okay, let's head on out with our fleet. Yep, send all of Phoenix Defense out here. Repair everybody. We'll do one more sweep of the system and then we'll call the session, everyone. So we might as well, let's see, what's the best way to do this? We can go here and get this fuel, pick up the people, get the dark matter, get the fuel, get the resources, get the dark matter, come home. Okay, so let's see what she's up to. And I think she is currently replicating more materials again. Yep, so we're going to cancel this task. And instead, In 2 days, we'll have applied this artifact to the starship, to the precursor starship chamber. We'll transfer that 28 fuel. Federation survivors detected. Tycho. Oh, nice. More dark matter. Okay, we'll head up there and say hello to them. Transfer that crew. Leave the system. Transfer that crew. Oh, and I just did that research. Didn't even check. But I think the Terran Tier 2 Starbase, 12 energy to build this. We do not have 12 energy. We have 9. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is what I did when I recorded this episode earlier, and that is that I will plan to destroy the fuel plant. Because we have 219 fuel, so we don't really need it any longer. I know it was a lot of work to build it. We had some events that took place because of it, but I need that space for that hangar instead. But we'll do that in the next episode. Okay, let's come over here and get the fuel. Come over here and get the dark matter. Commander, the station has successfully spawned a precursor starship described in the discovered schematics. On screen. Our team is running tests on it now, but we can already tell we've never seen a ship as versatile. Any one of our officers should be able to pilot it, and it seems to have the systems necessary to be able to deploy any combat power in our repertoire. Needless to say, the ship will be a key addition to our fleet. Another thing, Commander, the ship's chamber on the station has communicated more visions to the team. These show our fleet, including our new precursor starship, fighting significantly larger behemoths in even more frightening battles. It also shows the precursor ship enlarging itself into more fearsome configurations, suggesting that our new vessel has the potential for improvement as we kill more behemoths. Acknowledged. So I'm getting the impression that, oh, we need to go there immediately to kill that before it destroys all my dark matter. Oh, it doesn't actually damage it at all. Okay, well, wow. We'll fight all 3 of them over here anyway, I suppose. Behemoths. Obliterate these cute guys for precious precursor artifacts. Hull breach is not useful here. Okay, so that sucks. That means all I have to do is turn that off. I guess we'll take a heal, because we're going to take a lot of damage here. We'll take tons of heals. Sure, we'll take a ton of heals. We have a Whisperer, a smaller, fleshy, science-inclined behemoth. Science-inclined. Yep, this behemoth it really likes science. And this one is tactical, so that's their DPS. And this one is their tank. So let's start by getting the... We'll put the Siphon Dark Matter on the one that has the most hit points. Wow! They do a lot of damage. Let's slow their DPS. Can I stun them? We have a great chance to stun them. It does decent damage with that, too. I think we need to heal our Ictus, or that's going to be it for him. So let's repair drone overdrive to start. And all 3 are going again, so we're going to take a ton of damage here. Let's adaptive armor to get some heals and armor on us in preparation for this. Good dodge, Supernova. Okay, we need now to do some damage. Actually, let's use weapon disruption first to lower their damage. Let's warp atomic structure. If I can kill the DPS right now, we should. I think we can with a obliterate hull. Might not, but we're likely to do so. How horrid. Heal up there. Let's... Wow, only 53% chance to hit. I think we need to do it, though. Just because that will counteract the sum of the aim penalty. We will quick tune-up here. Nice, which cures all other status effects. I guess we must warp atomic structure. We'll focus on their tank next. Let's disabling strike this guy to lower the damage he does. And he passed his turn. Let's stun. Heal everyone with more adaptive armor. Get that back. Get that damage over time. That's right, that heal over time going. I guess we can siphon dark matter. Put another crew panic. Still passing. So their abilities do have different cooldowns on them, so I can believe that oh! Shocking Strike is disrupted, and these are still on cooldown, so he can't use these. Nice. That's useful to know, so we can lock one of them into not being able to do anything as long as we keep weapons disruption on him. Let's exploit the crew panic. Can we kill it? Probably not. I like to try for the overkill if we can get it down there. Decent damage on that too. That's a shame. Okay, so that just wasn't meant to be. We can exploit the weapons disruption, then immediately put it back on him again. So let's do some extra damage with the Incisor Beam. Nice! And he's forced to pass again. Warp that atomic structure. And finish him off with a disintegrate hull. Well done, team. Nice work. Excellent work, everyone. 3 artifacts. The colony at Karina is safe once more, Commander. It didn't look like it was actually sieging it. So let's transfer that dark matter and leave the system. Oh! Did it destroy the drones I had up here? It did! My drone system's gone. Oh, that sucks. So the whales can show up anywhere they like, and they can take out my drone system at a location. Oh, I don't like that at all. That seems really stupid. I said it. That's a really bad game design decision. There's nothing you can do about that. You'd have to be pretty much there instantly. Oh. I really dislike that. Okay, we gained a Petty Officer LaGeorge for +3, nice, +3 speed on the Swarm Queen. We gained Sulu for +3 evasion on your ship Supernova. And +9 aim on the Ictus. Let's go here. Oh, let's let's first go back home. What level are you, Echo? Still level 3, I think, right? Yes, okay. So we will have you continue to do materials replication. Commander, the satellite drone control is online. Acknowledged. Milner's fleet made contact with the dark matter extractor at Tycho. The Federation scientists in charge of extracting dark matter from this pulsar heroically offered to remain at work and store dark matter for your use. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring the crew back to the station. Transfer only 101 dark matter there so far. Okay. Well, we want these materials. Some materials, leave the system. We're grabbing this dark matter. Oh! It came back online. Commander, our forces and Phalanx defense system have come across some Federation survivors. We're patching you in now. Your fleet has offered to take them aboard, but the scientists are stubbornly refusing to offer, assuring your fleet that they're fine. Let them go on their way. We don't want to cause any trouble. The mysterious scientists thank you for not interrupting their important work. They leave you a decent haul of dark matter and disappear into the void. Thanks. Okay, that is very good. Thank goodness it came back online. I don't understand why it vanished for a little bit, but I'm glad it's back. Maybe while they were there and a little bit afterwards, they stopped it from being automated. Or maybe it was a small glitch. In any case, I'm really super glad it's back to being automated. That would have... The idea that an enemy you need to kill can show up instantly at any location, because the space whales aren't like the Chrull. They don't appear at a portal and fly somewhere. They just materialize somewhere. So having an enemy that can show up anywhere they like instantly and immediately destroy your drones that you built, that's bad. That is very bad. So I'm glad that that's not the case. Transfer the 91 dark matter, leave the system. And I guess we'll grab the crew, and then we'll head back home, and then we'll call the session. Transfer the crew, leave the system. Transfer the crew, leave the system. We'll continue to replicate more materials. Let's pull you home, and let's go home really quick. I think it costs 700. Was it again 700 to build that hangar? 700. So until we have 700, we might as well leave the fuel plant going. Hello. More pirates on the way. So, ooh. Uh-oh. They have a tier 2 ship here. Commander, a raider fleet is bombarding the station and destroying any incoming drones. We should send a fleet to defeat them as soon as possible, or we continue to lose crew morale. Understood. So we have no choice but to deal with that. So let's send the fleet and pray we can do this. I'm going to save the game first. So I did not encounter any tier 2s in the episode 3 to episode 4 I had recorded. There's more space whales. So this will be our first tier 2, everyone, and it's a damaging version of the ship. Let's do this. So, we want to fight the pirates. Let's do it. Alright. This is going to be really flippin' tough. Let's start with a siphon dark matter on the big guy. For that heal over time. They all focus on my science vessels will be really bad really quickly. Let's slow him immediately. Woo! I am very glad they missed that. Let's exploit the crew panic. We're gonna try killing this thing immediately if I can. Warp that atomic substructure back onto him again. For that crew panic again. So I can... Oh, he evaded that. Weapons disruption? Can I stun him? Get everyone with the sensors offline. Only got one. Keep him slowed. And can we kill it? Nice. Oh, thank God. Slowed and stunned. That worked out really well. Okay, let's warp atomic structure. See if we can get some overkills on these little ships. Oh, I should put it on the other one. That one has sensors offline. Okay, we need to do a little bit of healing. Good hit. Let's totally incinerate it for an overkill. It occurs to me, the overkills and exploiting effects, actually, that probably causes more threat to occur. So maybe I should be looking to do that, especially with our Swarm Queen, with you, Adorkable, because of that, that fact. Assuming that that is the case. Okay, I need to do a quick tune-up. We have some damage happening, and I don't like it. You should counter that heal. Very nice. And I guess we'll just kill it. I'd like to get another overkill if we could. Nice. Hey, nice. More smoke expellers and more Omega drones. 105 materials, 218 dark matter. Milner, nice. Milner and Supernova also both leveled. Perfect. So let's... Also promoted Milner. So let's... Yep, we're going home. We still don't have the materials, I think it costs, what, 700 to build that facility? That's a shame, because I really want to show you what the next ships look like, to have you guys choose which ship you would like to have. I can still show you. Okay, so hold on. So let's do the leveling. Then I'm going to load one of the other saves I have, and I'll ask you guys which ship you want to pilot, because we're going to gain what the materials we need next episode, and I'd like to start building one of those tier 2 ships. So first off, Milner hit level 5, and so he gets 2 skill points. One of those... Oh, I think last time I took both crowd control and dimensional weaponization rather than grab strategist training 3, but I'm not going to do that this time. Alright, so I would like dimensional... I would like dimensional weaponization because I really like dimensional flashbang. So let's grab this crowd control power. It'll unlock tear gas, which does a little bit of biological damage, has a chance to actually cause more damage to be taken on Milner, but it will also has a chance to stun the enemy with a 75% chance. And then we'll grab Strategist Training 3. The final Strategist Basic Training upgrade unlocks the final ground combat power upgrades and also unlocks the Prestige path for Counselor or Operative powers. Let's grab this. You'll gain Tier 3 ground powers, plus 6 more tactical, plus 2 engineering, plus 1 engineering, plus 2 science. And Milner, if you're watching this, you'll have to tell me, because I don't know if we get a... I think we can only go down one of these paths. So let me know which one of these you would like me to go down, and we'll have you do it. You can take either Advanced Tactical Training. This will give you Cloak for your ship. What does Cloak do? So turn your ship invisible, so you gain evasion, you reduce your threat by 50, and you heal a tiny bit of damage. This will give you Suicide Run. Oh, so these give you all the ship powers that you don't otherwise have in your tree, I see. So you gain Suicide Run rank 1. A Suicide Run does decent damage with a small chance to stun you and put vulnerable on you, your ship that is, the Ictus, but is a fantastic chance to stun the enemy, and it exploits vulnerable. You will also gain these stats as well when you grab this ability. You will gain the backstab maneuver, which has a chance, well, not chance, it is a chance, 95% chance to stun the ship, does decent damage. And finally, weapon supercharge. I really dislike this ability, but you put vulnerable on yourself, you gain weapon supercharge, and the next ability you use does an extra 150% damage. But your damage resistance is reduced by 50% and threat increased by 100%, and you become vulnerable until you use it. So everyone tries to destroy you. It strikes me that if you have cloak, like you use cloak and then you use this, but that's 2 rounds of you not shooting, and I don't know about that. I also need to really stress how difficult Tier 2 vessels are to deal with them. We were so lucky that the pirate Tier 2 missed with the only attack he managed to get off on us. That would have been very, very grueling had he managed to land that. So that's one of your choices for upgrades. The other one we could take are your counselor abilities. So meditation boost increases the aim by 20% and evasion by 10% of all allied ships. Auras take effect immediately and do not cost any time to activate. Oh, nice! So this is just something that we all gain. You gain science and tactical. Counselor training 2, subtle encouragement. This is another aura. Boosts all resistances for all allied ships by 25%. Only one aura may be active at any one time. Microaggressions. That's hilarious. Face combat aura reduces damage output of all enemies by 15%. And finally, psyched up. Boosts damage output for all allied ships by 15%. Nice. Actually, I did not even know what those abilities did, so it's very nice to see the counselor. That is actually that's really nice. I'm actually kind of really glad our other engineer now has counselor, I think. No, he has chaos theorist, not counselor. Okay. Anyway, let me know, Milner, which of these 2 branches you would like me to go down, and I intend to bring you down probably to at least this rank of them. We'll also be picking up your Doom Cannon, of course. It's an epic power. You're the only tactical officer, I believe, that will gain access to it, so. That's you, Supernova, so you also gain 2 points. We're going to grab Physicist Training 3 to upgrade your standard ground combat powers to rank 3. With your other skill point... Well, if I want Dark Matter Gravimetrics, which upgrades Warp Atomic Structure to rank 2, and if I want improved aim and damage versus other science units, and if I want science stuff and Dark Matter to be upgraded, I'll need to take Applied Subatomics. So let's grab this. Unlocks a Hazard Zone ground combat power, along with ship and ground combat damage by 6%. And what does this ability do? It inflicts exposed and blinded to your enemies. Unleash a corrosive acid ball at your enemies. Not a great chance at it. 60% for both of them. But still has a chance to apply both of them. Odds are one of them should apply. Okay, Supernova, let's look at what you gain. So if we go down your scientist training, you will gain Status Lock, which is a stun, and exploits weapons disruption. And of course, as you can see, you would gain more attributes as we continue down these paths. Scientific Training 2 would give you Spin Maneuver. That damages all enemies and exploits weapons disruption. That's it. It's just a damage everyone. But still, that is kind of nice. That it is a damage everyone. We don't have too many of them. Solar Flare. I really like Solar Flare. This is one of my more favorite abilities on a science vessel. This is because it inflicts sensors offline with a 95% chance. There's a small chance, though, that you also would be afflicted, or instead of the enemy, be afflicted by sensors offline. It does good damage as well. And the final ability is Nano Restoration Field, which heals everyone 150% damage over 4 rounds. So very, very nice. You also have Chaos Theorist. Alternatively, if you don't like that type of training, let's take a look at this. So, Force Targeting. Inflicts Force Targeting. Takes control of the targeted ship, letting the Chaos Theorists choose their next action immediately. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So I can make the enemy do something that if I'm worried about them doing something different. I like that. Chaos Theory Chaos Theory Training 2. Reflective Shield. Surrounds the ship with a defensive field that reflects 50% damage back at attackers for 4 rounds. That's nice as well. So these are, well, not buffs, not really. That is, but that's a control ability. Dimensional Inversion. Grants a ship increased damage output proportional to how much damage it has already sustained for 3 rounds. And the 4th ability? Dark Matter Extraction 100%, Crew Panic 35%, attacks all enemies with Dark Matter Storm. Okay, so this is basically Siphon Dark Matter on everyone. Yeah, so let me know which of these 2 paths you'd like me to go down, Supernova, and I will go ahead and do so. Oh, I should be using your actual YouTube handles. So let me know, I think it was Hypernova95, and the same thing for you, I'd like to stay home. And for you, Adorkable, let's take a look at what you would gain. We might as well do this now. So, your Advanced Engineering gives you Supercharged Polarity, a Taunting Attack, increasing ship threat by 100 and damage resistance by 15%. Does a tiny bit of damage with a tiny bit of damage over time. It does attack, however, all enemies. Engineering 2 is Reinforced Hull. Increases damage resistance by 20% for 5 rounds and increases threat. We have Salvage Harpoon. I love Salvage Harpoon. But it looks like, by the way, everyone, for all of these Advanced Engineering, Advanced Physicist, Advanced Strategist, that these, you only get the tier 1. Like, this ability is Salvage Harpoon, but only rank 1. We can't upgrade it to a higher rank. Still decent to have that option, but just a heads up. The final ability you gain is Death from Above. There's a small chance that your ship will be afflicted with a hull breach, and it stuns the enemy and exploits crew panic. This, I think, is a more damaging version of the shock mine that we saw earlier. And as for commando training, let's take a look. So there's Guard Ally. Guard and Ally, for the next 3 rounds, the Enforcer ship will absorb all incoming attacks. That's really tempting, especially because the enemy really likes going for Supernova. Rev Up. Use your focus fire to attack enemy units. Only uses half the recovery time of normal powers, meaning the unit's next turn will come twice as quickly. Rev Up 2. Use your focus fire attack. Use your focus fire. I don't understand this statement. Use your focus fire attack enemy units. Only uses half the recovery time with normal powers. Okay, so. And then we have Rev Up 3. I'm not quite sure what these. Like, do you use this and then select a different ability? I guess we'd have to find out. Okay, so before we end the session as well, let's save the game really quick. Goodbye, old Let's Play Part 3. Okay, and I'll show you what these Tier 2 ships look like. Okay, so let's go to ship management, ship construction. Okay, so first, for you, I like to stay home. So this is what the Archer looks like. And here's what the Ronin looks like. You can see their resistances and stats, obviously, as well over here. Let me know which of them you would like me to build, and that will be the one that we will build for you. Adorkable, let me know if you like the look of the Crusader. And of course, you know, you have the resistances and stats over here as well. Or the Guardian, and that will be the one we'll build for you. And Hyperspace... Oh, sorry. Hypernova 95. Let me know which of these you would like. We have the Sorcerer, which is basically the Disciple. And again, here's its stats and resistances. And the Magnus, which is the basically upgraded Acolyte. So let me know, and we will build that ship for you when we get the chance. And that will do it for us, everyone. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.